Hi everybody and welcome to Glossip. Today we're gonna show you how to cook banana bread. Hope you enjoy. You will need 3 bananas, 175 grams of sugar, 170 grams of butter, chocolate chips optional, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, half a teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of baking soda, 240 grams of milk, 1 egg, 2 bowls, a mixing machine, a kitchen strainer and a scale to measure the ingredients. The first step is to chop the 3 bananas into small pieces. Then, you must put them all into a bowl. Now, you measure the milk and you pour the milk into the bowl with the bananas. With a fork, you smash the bananas in with the milk. This is quite a process. It takes quite long, but just have patience. We decided to use this smashing thing because it was quite difficult with a fork. But still, it takes a long time with a fork, but you can still do it. But as you see here now, we're smashing the bananas and we're not going to smash them completely until they're liquid, but until we have like a rocky consistency. Then we leave it aside. On the other side, we measure the flour and with the help of the kitchen strainer, we put the flour into it. So we make sure there isn't any big pieces of flour that can make our dough harder and difficult to mix. Then we add the baking powder and the baking soda to what is left of the flour and we strain it all together. Leave this mixture in one side. Then we start measuring the butter, breaking it piece by piece, making sure the butter is at the right temperature and it's not too cold because then it will be too difficult to mix in. You put the butter into the mixing bowl and then the sugar with it that is already measured. Then you start mixing at a slow pace and then you go a little bit faster when you see the butter is mixing more with the sugar. Then what you'll have to do a couple times is scraping the mixing thing, I don't know what it's called, the blade, and then mix in, making sure everything is well mixed, and you'll have to stop it and then start again about 3 to 4 times because you have to make sure the butter is really mixed in with the sugar. It's very important for the rest of the mix. Now we've done it a couple of times, we're gonna add the egg. Now we're going to mix it in, starting slowly, and while it mixes, we're going to give it a little bit more of speed. Now we have to preheat the oven in 180 degrees Celsius or 360 degrees Fahrenheit. After we've mixed in, well, the egg, you have to scrape again all the bowl, make sure everything is mixed in, and the blade too, a couple of times. Now we add the teaspoon of vanilla. And we mix it all in. After you make sure everything is mixing well, you will pour the banana mix with the milk into the butter and the sugar. Make sure you don't put it all at once. And slowly mix it in. There's always going to be a little bit of pieces of banana left, but that's the texture we want for the bread. So don't aim for a totally liquid dough. Now we're going to slowly put the flour in, very slowly, after you've made sure that the mixture is well mixed. As you can see, I'm doing it very slowly, and that will help the dough. After you've mixed in all the flour, gently mix in all the dough together very slowly at a very low speed. Make sure there's no flour left in the edges, as you can see right now. Now that we've done, we're just showing you how the consistency must be. It's quite solid. Now we decided to put chocolate chips in. This is optional. You can put hazelnuts too, and it will be really delicious. Now to mix in the chocolate chips, I'm using a technique that's called folding. You've probably heard of it. To make sure the bread doesn't stick to the tin, you will put butter all over the tin, and then you will put flour on top so that it sticks to the butter. Now we will put the dough all over the tin, making sure it's at the same level everywhere. Then, very carefully, we're gonna put the tin in the oven. That must be really hot. Now we close it and we wish it luck. After waiting for an hour, the bread is ready. But we have to wait 15 minutes until it cools down a little bit so we can start eating. Once we've got it out of the tin, this is the final result. I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe and like the video. We love you. Bye.
No, ya empieza el video.
¿Ya?
Sí. Qué bonito, ¿le gusta el pancito? Diga sí o no. Sí.